Hey everyone, AK here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about what you need to consider before deciding to become a fashion stylist. So let's get into it. If you're new here, welcome. AK Brown is the name. So my channel is all about fashion and style. So styling how-tos, fashion stylist training, and then also fashion industry news, opinions, hauls, and reviews. If you have not done so already, make sure to subscribe, like, share the video, hit the notification bell, and then follow me everywhere on social media. You can check out all my links in the description. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. As a styling coach, I own my own coaching business called hotboss.co, where we provide fashion training specifically for fashion stylists. I try to give everybody all of the ins and outs of not only why styling can be a great career path, but what really you can do with it, and diving into the different niches of styling, because there are different types of stylists, which we'll talk about in a different video. However, I really feel like that fashion styling has become kind of like one of those buzz careers where people think that as soon as you decide that you want to be a stylist, you're going to make gobs of money. It's going to be easy. You're going to turn into a millionaire overnight. You know, basically like, let me just go ahead and do this for money. And I feel like if you have that type of mentality, that is the wrong type of mentality to have if you're getting into this industry. Styling, I feel like, is one of the hardest industries to get into just because of everything that does come with it, depending on what type of styling that you want to do. So I am hoping to give you maybe some clear insight on what you really do need to consider if you ever do want to decide to become a fashion stylist. So number one, first thing that I want you guys to really think about is, why are you even trying to become a stylist? If you're doing it simply because of the money, I get that. That's fine, because we're all trying to figure out different ways to add to our income, especially because of the pandemic. Some of us may have had to go to a different career path, go into a completely different industry altogether. I've had to do that a couple times, so I get that. But I don't think that styling is going to be that career path for you if you're simply in it for money. Also, are you only trying to become a stylist because you feel like you can dress yourself, or because you're a fashion influencer, or people always comment and say that you know how to dress or you look good and whatever? If that's another reason why you're trying to become a fashion stylist, the only piece of advice that I have to give you is, just because you are successful in another part of the industry does not automatically qualify you or deem that you're going to be good at fashion styling. Especially from a fashion influencer perspective, you're only dressing yourself. You only have to worry about your ideas and your opinions and what you like and what you don't like. But when you get into styling, especially personal styling, you have to take into consideration everything that your client is wanting. And clients are not necessarily going to be so open to taking you as an authority. We're going to talk about that in a different video too. So just understand that just because you're good at dressing yourself, or that you're good in a different sector of the fashion industry, does not mean that you're going to be successful as a fashion stylist. Number two, what value are you hoping to bring to your potential client? Because people don't understand really the purposes of what fashion stylists are here for or what they can do. This is not just about money. Take money out of it when it comes to personal styling. How are you looking to really help and change and evolve your clients? Are you really trying to help them understand how to dress for their body types, or to be more open to trying new things and dressing outside of the box, or maybe make it a little bit less traumatizing when they go shop in person or shop for themselves? Because those are real problems that we as stylists have with our clients. Are you trying to be an editorial stylist? Are you really trying to create a very distinct aesthetic with the photo shoots and the clients that that you work with? Or are you trying to work with celebrities and maybe it's upcoming celebrities and really trying to help evolve their brand aesthetic so that way they can be a little bit more successful in their creative endeavors? What are you doing and what is the purpose and really the value that you're going to bring to this industry if you're really trying to become a stylist? And then honestly, number 3, which I think especially if you're in a smaller city or even a bigger city, just because I feel like in bigger cities everybody feels like they're a damn stylist, New York, LA, Chicago, what have you. What is the opportunity where you are and how can you maximize that opportunity for your own career? Like, for example, if you're trying to be a stylist in St. Louis, I'm from St. Louis and that's actually where I got my start from. You would need to really understand and look at who are the other stylists here, what do they focus on, what's their business model, kind of do a SWOT analysis and a competitor analysis. On top of that, are there actually opportunities in the city that you either live in or want to work in that's going to make sense for what you're trying to do? Because you're gonna, you know, you have to, just with any business development, with any small business, you're gonna have to put in a lot of the grunt work up front, investment, building up your business before you can really start to benefit from that business. And with styling, I feel like a lot of times, unless you're able to get in the door with like corporate styling and stuff like that, you have to create a lot of your own opportunities. Surveying the area that you're wanting to build your client base in. Does styling even make sense in the area that you live or want to work in? Because if it doesn't, then you may have to go back to the drawing board and rethink those things. Is styling something that is seen as a necessity where you want to work at, or more so as a luxury that may not be realistic or attainable? Those are things that people don't think about when they decide to get into styling. So those are just 3 things that I wanted to kind of get out there to kind of help you guys go back to the start and take a step back and think, is this really what you want to do? I love styling. I do. I'm actually moving more towards editorial styling for the 2022 year, but I've done everything from personal styling to editorial styling, and then I'm also an image consultant as well, and I purposely like to work with professional people and building up and coming artists just so that they can really understand what their brand aesthetic is. That's kind of my niche. But it's been a couple of years of trial and error and kind of going through some of the things that I just pointed out myself to really get to where I am. I've also gone through the process of trying to, you know, support my fellow stylists and to hop on some of these calls or do some of these, you know, free one-on-one coachings or do a style class and stuff like that. And just a word and a piece of advice, half of these stylists don't really know what they're talking about. And I'm even saying this as a style coach. It took me years to even get to the point where I was comfortable enough to launch my business, just because I never wanted to come off in the way that some of these other style coaches come off. I feel like it's just, again, playing into that trend of coaching and business development. And I'm going to help you scale your business, but they don't even know what the hell they're talking about. It's the same thing in the style coaching business as well. Even if you don't want to work with me, I highly suggest Fashion Mentor. I love her whole, not only just branding, but also her business model, and she has a proven track record. She is a wardrobe stylist herself. And then Christian, who owns, I think it's Project Style University, and then she also owns Black Women Who Style. She's a style coach as well. If you don't want to work with me, I recommend those 2 ladies to work with. Those are 2 style coaches who I know will help you scale your business if you're really serious about becoming a fashion stylist. So 3 key things that I want you guys to really think about just before you really make the investment on becoming a fashion stylist. If after you've thought about it and you say, yep, I'm ready, I want to, then come back to the channel and we're going to dive into a lot of really good resources and content. And then, like I said, if you want to work with me, go to my link below, shameless plug, and let's go ahead and get you in the next cohort, which is going to be starting Q1 2022. All right, so for everyone else, again, thanks so much for tuning in. If you have not done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe and share this video. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments, and also what other videos you want to see, and I'll put it on the list for what I need to record. But until next time, stay fashionable and also stay safe. Bye.